It was an old-fashioned police blitz.
Police search warrant! Open the door!
16 raids on homes, businesses, and even a moving car, all targeting a transnational criminal network accused of moving meth from California and cocaine from Germany to one of the world's hottest drug markets. With a little help, police say, from an employee of DHL, the logistics and courier giant. The Mob reporter here with news of another large-scale police operation trying to take down an organized crime network in Australia. An operation bringing 7 arrests of a multinational cast of characters and the seizure of drugs, gold, and lots of cash. Come on, this is like money porn. Let me tell you about it. The early morning raids in and around Sydney suburbs on November 23, 2022 weren't quiet affairs. They rarely are. Police were waiting to trigger the raids for this, the controlled delivery of cocaine sent from Germany to Sydney. This was the culmination of their probe. On a main road through Bankstown, beanbag bullets were used to smash the side and rear windows of a Cruise sedan before police pulled 28-year-old Hani Taliwai, a passenger inside, onto the ground. Wearing a high-visibility vest, he looks like he's on his way to work. In the car, police say, were these bricks. They were supposed to be 20 kilos of cocaine. You'll see some of the bricks are labeled with a brain hand grenade logo. I guess it's supposed to blow your mind. But the biggest mind trick here probably came for the smuggler, because it was no longer real cocaine, having been replaced earlier by investigators for the delivery to be made under the watchful eye of police. As for the rest of the raids, for a bunch of alleged gangsters and narcos, these guys seemed pretty cooperative, unless there were compliance issues sorted out before the cameras started rolling. In the leafy streets of small-town Picton,
Police search warrant! Open the door!
the arrest of 33-year-old Enzo Guarinoni came when a mother and baby were also in the home.
We've got the mum upstairs, the grandma upstairs, the baby.
Which must have been alarming for everyone. For some reason, Guarinoni was allowed to change out of one Tommy Hilfiger t-shirt, a black one, into another. "41-year-old James Daniel was picked up by police while he was picking up his laundry. Frankly, the dry cleaner seems more worried than he does. He seems to give police permission to enter his truck and take his phone, which appears, unless I heard it wrong, to not be locked and password protected.
That's already unlocked?
In an apartment building in another part of Sydney,
Search warrant! Open the door!
police met this guy during a raid. He seems to be a biker, given his highly visible 1% tattoo, which is the unifying symbol for members of outlaw motorcycle clubs, along with a nice-looking wristwatch. But nothing was said about what club he may be part of. During this raid in Earlwood, it was a one-hit smash that got police through this door. It seemed empty at first, but apparently wasn't, because 38-year-old Namdok Nguyen Le was arrested inside. There were other arrests, 2 more in Australia and 1 in the United States. It was in Los Angeles, where American authorities were tipped off by Australian police and arrested a 23-year-old man when they seized meth, MDMA crystals, and cocaine, which was destined for Australia. This here is the US seizure. Police also found 60 kilos of cocaine at a Sydney freight depot, hidden inside machinery, which police believe was sourced in Germany. It's likely this shipment was connected to the 38-year-old arrested who worked at DHL. He is accused of abusing his position to monitor consignments arriving at Port Botany, with hidden extras inside. Police described him as the ring's trusted insider and said the company assisted and cooperated with their investigation. I've asked DHL about this but have not heard back. All told, police say, 300 kilos of meth and coke were seized in the raids, some gold bullion, a gun, ammunition, cryptocurrency wallets, encrypted electronic devices, and more than $2.5 million in cash. Police gave the retail street value of all of the drugs seized throughout the operation at 300 million Australian dollars. Much of that came in colourful Australian currency. They make real pretty pictures. Here's the money shot. Investigators working the probe found that several distinct transnational organized crime networks, which might otherwise be seen as rivals, were collaborating to import a variety of drugs from several different countries. Those arrested have names with Anglo, Italian, Arabic, Vietnamese, and Chinese roots. Ultimately, distribution is believed to have primarily been by two Middle Eastern crime families. Perhaps Australia's crime groups are learning that bloodshed is bad for business. The probe was under the umbrella of Operation Phobitor, a multi-agency Australian task force tackling the growing presence of transnational criminal organizations in Australia. Operation Phobitor's first known arrest was 1 year and 1 day before these raids were launched. In that case, police arrested a man after finding this: 1,100 liters of a precursor chemical that's needed to make crystal meth. Phobitor investigators have had several successes in between. Police say their probe continues, and other suspects are still at large living abroad. Please tap the thanks button on this video to lend me a hand, or join me on Patreon for perks and bonus content. That's at patreon.com/themobreporter. Please also like, subscribe, and comment on this video. That all helps. Thanks for watching.